I'm in the game.
Hold
You
on.
think he do like last time?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. Just cause I love you, nigga. Man, that nigga mad as hell over there on Call of Duty, boy. I feel it.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the
Boy.
pickup. 2nd and 6.
Damn, boy. My nigga going through some shit over there, kid. But I shouldn't be laughing, nigga. Boy, you haven't even seen me
Following
raise,
the
boy.
pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good game by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Damn.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. 27 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Carson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up... They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this one go deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete.
It's the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Bro.
A real
God,
letdown
bro.
defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And the Vikings first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Vikings.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
23 yards.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Yo, man, get the fuck out of here,
The
man.
end zone, touchdown, Minnesota.
Get the fuck out of here. Fucking game, man.
Only now for the extra point.
What happened?
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For conventional football, football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass.
Come on, man.
And he's going to lose
Fucking
yardage
block,
back
bro.
to the 12-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on
Fucking
first down.
block,
Really
man.
read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
Looking for
my God.
Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
This nigga just ran my route before I get the fuck out of here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Are we moving?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
At the Seahawks 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 28-yard.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Vikings 10.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Bro, you got killed, bro.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive.
In
The
the game,
Seahawks offense.
it's crazy.
A tale of 2
Are you
extremes
saying
already in this game. A
out
touchdown
the game.
pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last
You
time
lagging.
out.
It
Now, it
sounds like
sounds
you
like
lagging.
Vince
Hey, I'll be
balanced
right
out,
back.
right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Carson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Seahawks 7.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson.
Oh my God.
Just what you want on a 1st down
Well,
run. Call it 8
fucking
yards.
line,
And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a fucking touchdown.
Does a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep
what
ball.
the fuck?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
What the
Picked
fuck,
off
bro?
at the 23. And they have
God.
the football and will take over at the
Oh, my
24-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Damn, beat the fuck you threw that
First
to?
down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Gain of 14.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
A.J. Wright. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson to Jefferson on the slant.
Come
He'll be
on,
taken
bro.
down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Fucking
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jackson stepping up.
Come on,
He'll try
man.
and run.
Come on, man.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down,
Come the
18-yard
fuck
gain.
on, man.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Nope.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
Ain't nobody gonna fucking
And
block
he got
me.
blown up on that
Get
play.
the
Back
fuck
at
out
the
of here,
20.
man.
Taken
That's
out.
going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, wrong button.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the
Oh,
football
God,
there,
that's
right?
wrong,
Interception
goddamn.
before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh my
And
God,
Wilson's going to
bro.
be intercepted a 3rd time.
Fuck.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing
I'm just
at the
fucking killing
situation,
myself, man.
but sometimes
This
you just
is-
get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Yep.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete
Bro,
to
stop.
Dobbins.
Bro.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Jackson's pass. Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
What, isn't even doing RPOs and screens and shit?
Yeah.
2nd and 6. waiting from the gun. Jackson complete.
Stupid
Jefferson
shit,
the
bro.
target. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Fucking game, bro.
11 yards there, first down.
Well,
If
the
you let
evidence
these
is
niggas
once
sit
again
back there
presented
too
why he was such a
fucking
top
long.
target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him, his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
On first down, Dobbins, and power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Dobbins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Go get him, go get him.
Away to, fighting for the end
There
zone.
we
He
go.
lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there.
Yeah, it's always
Focused
there.
solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
Line and slow as fuck,
See? That's what I needed last game. I couldn't do that.
Before he reaches the 41.
Then it was fast too, but out of it.
57 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
What play do
They
you?
run it with Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2,
No,
maybe
but
2
what
and a
play
half
did
to
you
about
use?
the 39.
He's brought down at the
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators
No,
love
that's
to
all right.
blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Carson.
Chris Carson on the
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
less than a yard.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
Oh, my God, I missed it.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. So we've hit
shit.
halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the
That shit
break.
came down so
As we'll send you
fast,
back over
Yeah,
to
I know,
Orlando
it's
with
right.
our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up
You
here.
feel like you been getting hope?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up.
You think that nigga good?
He alright. I just feel like I've been getting hoes, so.
Past the 30.
34-yard line.
That nigga close again?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Pissing me off, man.
He was held without a catch in the
No
first
fucking
half, but
pressure
he's
on these
got one
fucking
here, and he
niggas,
also
man.
picks up a first down.
Let the motherfucker just sit in the fucking pocket like that.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3.
Yeah,
Now
what?
here's
They let
2nd
him
and
stay in the
7.
pocket forever?
Yeah.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And
Look at
he's
this
gonna
stupid
get this
shit, bro.
inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's a gain of 17.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that
We talk
Baltimore
about
wide
the pressure
receivers
that they're not
had
getting.
just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last
Look at this.
season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact,
Man,
One tight
fucking
end
right
went to the
there,
Pro
bro.
Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage. And you'll see
Right
more big
fucking.
plays from the wide receivers downfield.
All these niggas.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
Switch my goddamn family,
And
bro.
he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Why is that
They
even?
struggled to get him rolling on the ground
Well,
in
they
the first
called
half, and
timeout,
that's
too.
sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
I was
Yeah,
just
but I
trying
don't
to
think it's
switch
time
it
to
back.
abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
This shit is just pissing me the fuck off,
J.K.
man.
Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Madden really just irritates
That seemed
the fuck
pretty
out of me.
ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive,
Man,
and you pad your
fucking
lead as
moving,
well
bro.
at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the
Fuck,
field.
this shit
You
pissing
ran
me
your
off.
playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
Man, how the fuck
but no
did man
time for
catch up?
discouragement. Just
That's
gotta
a
get
fucking
back to it,
linebacker.
right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to
Fucking
where you were to start
linebacker,
the
man.
half.
All the fuck the way back there.
You talking about Anthony Barr?
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now a give right side. Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue
Oh,
to
that nigga
expand
tackled
his
you like
game.
that?
We know that
On
he
the
can
run?
run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go. 14.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's complete to DK Metcalf. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust
with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
I threw it.
Gonna go down.
I fucking
They
threw
get
the
to
ball.
him back at the 40. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's
threw the ball
perfectly
already, man.
called for a
Get the
defense
fuck
to
outta
attack
here.
a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
After the sack on first down, Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys are going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They run again with Carson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Again, it's 4th down.
Better not make the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, expecting to throw the football, swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Do whatever the fuck he want to do.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man.
Bro.
That's Smith.
Stupid ass fucking shit, bro.
Across the 35.
Tell me ain't nobody
It's a gain
fucking
of
playing no
11 as the
goddamn.
Vikings pick up the 1st.
First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Fucking bullshit.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 41, Jackson.
Look at this shit, man. It's the same fucking thing, bro. It's the same fucking thing, bro.
That's a first down. And looking to put this
It's the
game
same
on ice in the
fucking
fourth quarter,
thing,
still
bro.
not afraid to throw it
And
as
they
they
keep
show
letting
there.
this nigga get
You
away
want
with
to
this
play the
fucking
game with
bullshit.
confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll keep it on the ground.
No, man. Come on, man. Get the fuck.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop
Fucking
troops, the
game
defensive guys,
kicking
they
route,
got to use
bro.
their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Fucking
Yeah, if you're
game
in that
kicking
2 to
the fuck
3
out,
score
man.
deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on
Missing
defense
that
without
field
using
goal
them.
kind of killed you, too.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
2-yard line.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Complete.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
2-yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson.
Look at this shit, man.
Down, but
This
he
the
does
fucking-
reach the 5.
This the fucking bullshit I be
Third
talking
down,
about,
and
bro.
that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game.
Niggas
here on
just
EA
sitting there,
Sports.
man. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit,
So
man.
the Vikings in possession of the
Look at this
football
shit.
as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Niggas
They'll
just
run with
fucking
Dobbins.
sitting there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right
He
around
throwing
the
the goddamn ball and
They'll
niggas
pick up a 4
sitting
on
there, bro.
first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
A 21-yard attempt.
Oh, fuck,
Bailey's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points.
Bro.
So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
I'm talking about straight at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team.
Look at this shit.
As they drove downfield,
He can
never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Big hold to the 30. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete.
He caught the ball and brought it down and dropped it on the man helmet. Get the fuck out of here.
Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
Fuck out of here,
they got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only
I
as
have no
incomplete.
fucking idea how the fuck they come up with these fucking animations.
All
You
right,
can
they're going
catch
to
the
try
ball
and keep
fucking
hope
behind
alive
me.
here on 4th
But I
down. They're
can't
going
catch the
for
bitch
it.
while it's in front.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly.
Look at this shit.
And this is intercepted, and that should
Look at
do
this
it.
shit, man. Get the
Anthony
fuck out of
Averett
here.
picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Look at this shit, man. They fucked this game up this year.
They did.
They fucked this game up this year.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games
They
in this
fucked
league.
this shit up
And
this
this
year.
felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Every dime a nigga spend on Madden this year should go to
So for Minnesota, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
You know what I'm saying? You blitzing all these goddamn people.
Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast
all that
partner,
fucking
and our
time in the
entire
fucking
crew.
pocket.
We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All that time in the fucking pocket, and then he throwing fucking shit, and niggas just standing there, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't even been mad about the game this year, win or lose. This fucking shit right here, that shit right there was some bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I use a dub, I'm a
Yeah,
win, I won't
that's
lose
cool.
with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera system, incredible. Yeah, can't put a dollars, call it basketball. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition.